Hey Tom, Scott here with Lethbridge Toyota. Sorry for the wait on this video. I just wanted to wait till it was clean and just rolled out of the shop in time for you guys to pick it up here soon. But definitely use this video just to kind of go over and see what's in it for features, maybe how it functions, and maybe I can show you something that you didn't know was in there. It'd be kind of fun. But this is a 2023 TRD Off-Road Premium. The Premium gives it the sunroof, the leather, the blind spot monitors, wireless phone charger inside, and 360 cameras. I like this package a lot because I like the short wheelbase. I like the rugged tires it comes with, the ATs. They don't give the snowflake rating though. They're not an all-weather AT tire. There's just the mud and snow rated, but I don't know if it'd make that much of a difference. These are nice looking tires. Anyway, so going around the vehicle, adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning is standard in all our vehicles. So the sonar is mounted behind the Toyota logo here. As well as for the lane tracing, we have a camera up here reading the lines. It's an active system, the lane departure. So if you veer towards the ditch, it will sense that, and it will drive you back to the middle of the road to safety and beep to wake you up. It'll have the rear diff lock, crawl control, multi-terrain select in the TRD Off-Road model. You get the rubber mats and the carpet mats with the Tacoma stitching on it. So it's nice that Toyota gives you that standard. They're not trying to upsell you the rubber mats like some of the other manufacturers do, so I like that. You also get, right from factory, in these rails here, you can put D-ring quick detach mounts, different, just to give you more of a custom tie down point if you have something obscure to tie down your bed here. You have a power outlet right there. 400 watts with the vehicle running, or 100 watts with the vehicle off, just running off your 12-volt battery. I don't know if I'd run that too long, might kill it after a while if you're camping and forget that you're trying to charge something. I really like how these seats actually fold up, so they flip forward. You have some cubby space underneath for storage. Put tools, blanket, roadside kit, whatever you want. You have your jack in there as well already, and you have your tools here to reel down your spare tire in the back under the bed. But you flip this forward, and this applies to both sides, but I pulled that tab there. The headrest will come down, but I find it doesn't quite fit very tight. You'd have to take it completely out, and this whole seat becomes a flat bench for you to throw toolboxes on, dog beds, whatever you need it for, storage. So that headrest will flip down, and you can lay it more flat. I just find it lays way flatter, way nicer if you take that headrest out, and you can store it under the seat there. Extra storage and cubby space in the back here for more tools. So we install the block heater at a factory level. All vehicles come without block heaters, and then we bring in the premium block heater conduit to the front bumper with the adapter cable. So on the front bumper you have a little conduit with a flap. You open up, plug her in here. If you can reach an outlet right from where you're parked, use this. If not, run this to an extension cord. Oh, here's these D-rings. So we didn't put them in right now because you don't have a tonneau cover on it, and if someone knew what they were doing with this, it's not hard to pop them out and steal them. I don't think they would, but you never know. So we'll keep them inside, and you can use them as needed. Front license plate mount. Don't need that in Alberta, but if you want to throw on, if you have a company license plate, custom license plate, you can throw it on, or a Calgary Flames license plate, or your favorite team. I'm not a Flames fan, so sorry if you are, but whatever team you like, put it on the front. I'm gonna put this in the back already. This is just a plug for the hitch. Keep the gunk out of it so it doesn't get all messed up and start rusting from the inside if you leave it too long. So I'm gonna put that plug on the back. Sorry, excuse the camera, one sec. There we go. In the box is just the shank for your hitch. I believe there's a ball in there. I don't know what size ball is on there, but you definitely get the shank, and you can use that as needed as well. Skim through the video as needed. Sorry, this is a little long, but showed you what it comes with in the back there. Let's jump in the front. So you have an 8-way power adjustable driver's seat with 2-way lumbar support. Power everything, of course. Windows, locks, mirrors. Sorry, excuse my sniffling here. It's a little chilly out today. Just through the PDI process and inspection and everything, part of it is a road test for the technician. So you'll see it's at 22 kilometers. It's a mixture of him as well as maybe on and off the transport truck between storage lots or overflow lots from Toyota. This is for your inverter in the back there, that outlet in the bed. Hit the button when the vehicle's on. You can see right now green's highlighted under 400 watts. You run a little more power back there if you're running a bit of a tool or something, that will run on the 400 watt. So you do have auto headlights. Set it at that. Some people will just set your auto high beams right off the bat. So if you're on the highway and you throw on your high beams, right now it won't turn on. There we go. It'll give you the people oncoming your way the courtesy of lowering your high beams so you're not flashing them, and you don't have to worry about doing anything yourself. You just let the vehicle do it for you. So that's handy. Traction control, just your in-cab light settings if you want the lights to turn on when your doors open. You know what? I correct myself. I am so sorry. I'm correcting myself right now. That is actually the cargo light in the back. So you have a light above the rear window that's going to shine down into your cargo area in the box. So in the middle, when the doors open, it'll turn on. You can turn it off altogether, or you can turn it on altogether. I can set it to an auto setting there, maybe. Yeah, let's close the door. Nice leather wrap steering wheel. Here's your settings for your safety features for highway travel. So to set your cruise, pushing the button. Radar ready, you can see, make sure that symbol's on there. If you're going 100 kilometers down the highway, set it. It'll automatically start scanning the flow of traffic in front of you and adapt to the speed of the guy in front of you, so you don't have to cancel or readjust your cruise control. With the button on the steering wheel, I'll show you where that is in a sec here. Just push it to change the distance of travel to the guy in front of you. I don't know if that represents, I always thought it was 50 meters, 40 meters, 30 meters, or it could be 1 car or 3 car lengths, 2 car lengths, 1 car length. I'll set it at the 3 for now, just for safety, and you can adjust from there as needed. The button for that is this one right here. I was just cycling through those settings through that button. And then the button below, it's for your lane keep assist. So look at that symbol there. If I push it on, you'll see it on the dash, highlight in the top right. Off, on. I like how easy it is to turn it off and on. If you don't want that aid on, you're driving a little more aggressively, cutting corners or something, and you don't want it fighting you off the edge of the road, or for whatever reason it is, just hit that button to turn it off. Everyone likes it different. Some people leave it on all the time. Myself, I don't know. I'd probably leave it off. I don't know, actually. I'd probably leave it on too. But if I left it off and I got tired of a long road trip, that's an extra safety net. Just turn that on and gives you a little extra safety net just in case something happens. Hands-free Bluetooth is part of safety as well. They want to keep your eyes on the road. So connect your phone to the Bluetooth for music, phone calls. You can use the voice recognition button to give it commands and call out to people. So they're trying to make that as user-friendly as possible and easy to use without distracting you while driving. So you have controls here to display different things in between your gauges, whether it's just a digital speedometer readout, distance to empty. You got your average fuel economy rating, trip distance and time until rest. Just a basic compass if you just want something simple. Media related stuff, your music, Bluetooth, FM, what you're on for radio station. There's your safety controls. Right now radar ready's on. Let's turn that off. There we go. So turn off the cruise control, but that just gives you an overview of what's active at this time. Right now, adaptive cruise, radar cruise, and the lane departure assist is off. Got your tire pressures, pitch roll, that's kind of handy. Doing a little off-roading. This is the off-road model, so you can kind of going through any sort of off-road obstacle. You can check out your pitch and roll, going up and down hills and on side slopes and such, and just kind of track where your vehicle's sitting. Just gonna put it back to the digital speedometer. It's more of a default thing. Some people prefer that. Home link comes on the vehicle, so if you have a garage and you want to, oh man, this thing's not adjusting. Come on, focus. I love this camera on this thing, but I switched from Apple to Android and just trying to figure out how to use it. Anyway, geez, sorry. So there's 3 buttons here. Just sync it up to your garage door clicker and just use this from now on. You don't have to use your visor to clip on your clicker for the garage door. Here's all your off-road controls, multi-terrain select, crawl control, and then different settings for each of these, as well as your rear locker, the rear diff locker. Those are only active when you're in the 4 low setting. So to give you an idea, let's throw that on here. So I'll put it in neutral. You can go to 4 high on the fly without having to go to neutral. I think that, like, there's so many safeties in these things. If you're going 120, you're trying to flip it in there, it's not going to wreck anything. It just won't engage. Just like I'm trying to engage right now and it's flashing at me. It just won't engage. It'll keep flashing at you. Let's inch forward a little bit, see if it'll engage. There we go. So now I'm in 4 high. Now it's just blinking for 4 low. Do I want my seatbelt on? Yeah, let's put the seatbelt on. Throwing in drive and reverse, seeing if it needs to lock in through that, but I don't think so. There we go. There we go. You know what? If you're watching this, I'm sorry. That was totally out of sequence and totally off of me, but I should have threw in the 4 high first. That's my bad. So throw in a 4 high, wait for that green 4-wheel symbol to stop blinking. You know you're engaged in a 4 high. Then stop, put it into neutral, throw it into 4 low. You'll see everything deactivate. You won't have the pre-collision in 4 low because you're obviously on an obstacle. It doesn't want to detect some big boulder you're trying to get over and slam on the brakes. So it'll turn off all those functions. Traction control's off. And now I'm going to play with these a little bit. I'll first hit the multi-terrain select and flip through the dial here, and it will show you in the gauge cluster what we're talking about here. There we go. So depending on the obstacle you're on, you can change that through the dial for multi-terrain select. The crawl control to me is more of like a low speed cruise control type thing, that you can just let it crawl over an obstacle. All you have to do is steer over the obstacle. You let go of the throttle and brake, and it'll crawl you over that obstacle. So if I hit crawl control, there we go. I'd have to throw it into driver reverse in order to use the crawl control. I won't use that right now, but give you a quick rundown how that works. Let's throw it back into 4 high. There we go. Perfect. 4 high. Oh. 2-wheel. There we go. We're back in 2-wheel now. Dual climate control, heated seats. You have the wired in once you plug in the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto Connect. Hit this to turn on your charger for your wireless charging pad. You have a rear electric sliding window, heated mirrors, Toyota embedded navigation. There's your blind spot monitor if you want to turn it off. ECT, electronically controlled transmission power. Change your shift points through that. Yeah, hopefully this helps you. I know you're down living somewhere else for a bit, and one of your coworkers is going to drive this for a little bit, so I'll share this video with him as well. He can review it and just see what's all in the vehicle, and I'll make more videos if needed, if you want me to explain a feature more in depth. Hope all is well, and we'll talk soon.